All right, I've got driver Ryan Anderson with us tonight. He's kind enough to come on and share some thoughts about his drives tonight. Ryan, we'll go ahead and start off with race number 2. You're on number 3, Prince Ponder. The gelding's lightly raced, and he just missed last week. How was he?
He was, this horse is actually starting to race very good. That was his first time on the front. He just got snapped the last step there. I'm hoping for tonight that he'll be up close, and we'll see how it goes.
Ryan, I was going to go ahead and ask you, have you noticed some improvement in this one from week to week?
Actually, he has had a little bit of the inside post, so he hasn't, either he's had a little bit of a trip, but, he hasn't had to work from when he had the 7 and 8 because he's never had that. But the trainer has had the horse ready, and I'm hoping that he'll race good tonight.
All right, Ryan, what's the best scenario for this one?
I'm hoping either on the front or in the 2-hole. I think the six horse that John DeLong's driving is the horse to beat in there.
All right, we'll go ahead and move to race number 6. You're on number 5, Repertoire. Ryan, the mare looks to be just racing evenly, but has flashed some gate speed previous. How was she off the gate last week?
She was okay. Jim Horvat's had her. She was a lot better than she was the week before. She's raced on a sloppy track and also a good track. So, I don't know how the track's going to play out tonight, but I'm hoping she'll be okay. She's right in the middle.
Speaking of that, Ryan, last 2 weeks, one was a sloppy track, one was a fast track. Which was she better on, in your opinion?
I would say, obviously a fast track, but, she was pretty much the same both times.
All right, Ryan, we'll go ahead and move to race number 9. You're on number 2, Shaska. Ryan, you're very familiar with the 5-year-old gelding. What's the best way to race this one?
I would say with that horse, the best way is, when he leaves and he's up close. That's the only time that he's been 1-2, and right there is when you leave with him. He had the 8-hole last week. He was running in a little bit. Al said he was going to make some changes on him, so hopefully he'll be okay tonight.
Ryan, this one's had some tough posts, like you said, and some tough racing luck. How has he raced last few weeks?
He's had a little bit of outside speed in tough. Back when he was in there in non-winners of 6 to be claimed for 8, was a lot easier for him than some of the condition races. When he's up close, he's the best in there. Tonight, I think the horse to beat in there is the one Seekman's driving, and also just Seekman's horse.
All right, Ryan. We'll go ahead and move to race 11. You're on number 1, Fox Valley Libero. Ryan, the gelding appears to be sharp and versatile. Where would you like to be at the quarter pole with this one?
Either, on the front or in the 2-hole. I think I've actually drove the horse that Casey's driving in there. He's actually a nice horse, and I see him to be up close. The horse that Travis is driving's in there will be the question because I haven't seen him race on a half before. So hopefully up close.
Ryan, this is the first time you've been on this one. Is there any advantage to driving one for the first time as opposed to knowing one well?
Every horse is different. That's kind of an up for grab question there. Sometimes when you know a horse, you'll know him better. But first time starter, anything can happen.
All right, Ryan. We'll go ahead and finish up with this question right here. Ryan, you've won a bunch of big races in your career. You were the youngest ever to win a Breeders' Crown. What's your most memorable race?
There's been a lot of them, from winning the Windy City with Rattle and Rock over at Maywood, to winning, I would say, the Hoosier Cup for Joe Seekman with Artificial. That was a big effort. He come first up that night, went right past Dale, and the horse ended up going on from there to winning the Meadowlands Pace. So he's a real special horse to me.
All right, thanks, Ryan. For Ryan Anderson, this is Jeremy Day for the Illinois Harness Horsemen's Association live at Maywood Park. Send it back up to the track announcer, Joe Mazzone.